Hey everybody, it's Tony's Big T Bariatric, and I'm back at you with another reaction video. Today, it is Saturday, February 4th. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you have not done so yet, please hit subscribe down below. It's down there, or down there. It's down there. You know where it's at. You just got to look and see it and press the button, all right? I greatly appreciate it. Also, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this reaction. I greatly appreciate it. So today I'm going to my friend Steve's house. We have a lot of stuff planned, and I'm thinking about making a video because many of you have been asking for a day in the life video. And so I'd like to introduce you guys to my friend Steve. We might sit down and sort of have a conversation about what it's like having a big person in his life as his best friend. And you'll just see some of the stuff that we do while we're hanging out. So look for that on probably Monday, because I am staying the night over there, and then we have a big church staying most of the day tomorrow. And so I'm going to be pretty busy, and I'm not going to have access to all my stuff until I get home. And so look for that video on Monday. So Sunday there won't be a video. But today I am reacting to my 600-pound life, and I know some of you might be surprised to see that. I've been doing a lot of thinking and talking with some friends about this, and I really hope none of you think I'm being a hypocrite by doing this, or that I just succumbed to peer pressure and decided to just change my mind about it. That's not true. I sort of realized that I might have been a little impulsive, because even though some of the scenes in my 600-pound life and 1,000-pound sisters and stuff like that are scripted, and I do not think highly of TLC, like that has not changed, but at the same time they do tell real stories about what it's like to be obese, what it's like to be 500, 600, 700 pounds. And so, you know, like when I did my reaction video of the woman who has not even wiped her own butt in 7 years, like that's a real thing that super obese people go through. And so these stories need to be told, and I think I can add my own perspective to reacting to them. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm not trying to give in to peer pressure. I'm not doing any of that. It's just more of me realizing that I might have been a little impulsive, and it's okay to react to these clips. And so I did change my mind about it. I don't feel so strongly about it anymore. And so I hope you guys understand. And I did put a poll up yesterday. That didn't drive my decision. I mean, I was already thinking that maybe I was impulsive and made the wrong move. So I just wanted to see what the rest of you guys felt. And overwhelmingly, I had 160 votes that I just last saw. And over 89% of you said that you love my reactions and you want me to continue doing this. So I want to create the content that you want to watch. It helps my channel grow. And I did notice a drop off in subscriptions and likes and comments and views as soon as I stopped reacting to these videos. So I definitely want to be able to produce the content that you want to see. But that wasn't my sole driving purpose in deciding to do these reactions again. I just thought maybe I was a little impulsive, which, being ADHD, I am sometimes. I just make quick decisions on things, and I react to things, and that's just who I am. So anyways, I'm going to get right into this. This is Dr. Now meets 600-pound man who can't stop getting food deliveries. So this should be interesting, and let's get into it. Remember, there's going to be a lot of pausing because it is TLC. Let's get into it right now.
I wake up in the morning time. The first thing I do before I even brush my teeth. Good morning, how you doing? I'm calling to put in an order for breakfast this morning, please.
Now, I've been very desperate for food when I've woken up before. I mean, there's times when I knew I was having a cheat day and I couldn't sleep that night because I was so excited, because I was so strict on my diet, and knowing that I had a cheat day coming up, I couldn't stop thinking about the food that I was going to eat. Like, that addiction was so strong that it just gave me pleasure knowing and anticipating that that food was going to come. But I don't think I've ever been so addicted that the very first thing is I woke up, I put a shirt on, and I called for delivery. I don't think I've ever been that bad before.
Gotta look at whatever service I need, do what I'm gonna order for breakfast. That's the first thing I do. All right, can I get the 2 slices of Steakhouse Premium Pancake? Can I get 2 orders of that, please?
Oof, 2 orders already. And Steakhouse Pancakes? I've never even heard of that.
I spend most of my time on these delivery services. Can I get the Game Day Family Feast? Can I get the original French toast?
So you got 2 orders of pancakes, but then you also order a family feast? Something that's meant to feed an entire family, but I'm guessing that's just all for you, buddy. That's uh that's next level food addiction right there.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy. So I get excited. It's like the Super Bowl. You can get whatever you want now. You understand? And let me get a slice of ham.
Yeah, like I was saying, just thinking about food at times was very very exciting for me. Because it's like if you don't have your drug for a while, which in his case is probably since last night, since he ate. So the first thing you think about is food, and then throughout the day you think about food and eating, and it brings you that joy, comfort, and pleasure.
Two of them.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes. But once I
While I wasn't so excited to order food that early in the morning, I was on first name basis with some of the delivery drivers, the DoorDash drivers around here. You don't know how expensive it is to order out, so I don't know how this guy makes a living. But yeah, anytime that I had money, I was ordering out, and that was part of my addiction. And I would order food, and I was on a first name basis with my delivery drivers here. And like if I didn't order for a long time, like a week or two, and then I ordered out again, they'd be like, "Wow, well, we thought something happened to you. Like, what happened? You stopped ordering for a little bit." Like that's when I sort of realized like this is getting out of control. That they notice something. They notice when I don't order for just a few weeks, you know, because you would order so frequently.
Lisa,
You're just standing at the door like, "Come on, where are you? Where are you? I know you're there. I know you're there," and just waiting for them. I mean, the good thing about those apps is you can see on the map when they're coming. So I guess he must have seen that they were, you know, walking up the stairs or whatever, or coming down the hallway. So it was like, all right, where are you? Come on, come on. Instead of waiting for them to knock on the door.
and once it get here, it's the best part of my day because I love to eat.
There's nothing more embarrassing than having two large handled bags delivered to your home. I mean, even with my mom and me here, like if we ordered something and it was two bags, two of the large handled bags, like they show there, like I was always super embarrassed because I'm like, I know my mom didn't order very much, and the rest of it's for me. And so it's like that's a lot of food, and that they have to put in two large bags like that. So it was very embarrassing for me.
Food has to be eaten. Food could be here, and I tell myself, stop, just put it down. 10 minutes later, for some reason, I'm back at it again. Something in my head is telling me I have to eat the food.
Yeah, that's part of the food addiction. I think I told you guys before when I was in a restaurant with my friend Steve. You know, we'd go to a Mexican restaurant and they bring the chips and salsa to the table, right? And so what would end up happening is we would eat a lot of the chips and salsa before the food gets there because you're just so ravenous. You're just, oh, chips and salsa, they're so good. And I wouldn't stop eating it. Like even as I was eating my meal, I would eat chips and salsa. And then like as soon as the meal was done, and I was just stuffed to the gills, so full I could not eat anymore. But the chips and salsa were still there. There were still some chips in the basket, or they bring you a refresh of chips, and there's still salsa there. So even though I couldn't even possibly eat anymore, I was so stuffed beyond imagination. I was still like eating chips and salsa. Like I'd take another one, and I'd take another one while waiting for the check to come, or we'd put the card in the thing, you know, for them to come get it. But I'd still be eating chips and salsa even though I was 100% full. Like that's the draw of food addiction. It's like it's food that's there and you can't even just look at it because it just draws you to it, and you have to keep eating even though it's right there in front of you, even though you're full. Like that's how bad it can get sometimes.
Food just takes away the pain. It takes away all the guilt. It takes away all the issues. Everything just goes away whenever I have that first bite.
Yeah, people wonder, well, how can you keep eating? Like food takes away the guilt. I mean, when you're done eating, you do feel guilty again. Wow, I just ate all of that. That's ridiculous. Look at all those things of food that I have. But then my next meal comes and it's like, oh, okay, now I know why. It feels so good. I don't feel guilty at this moment. So eating takes away that guilt of overeating because you're like transported at that moment. You're just getting all that dopamine and it feels so amazing. And yeah, and then when you're done eating, you start to feel bad again. You're like, oh crap, I ate all that. I feel bloated. Oh, I don't feel good. All right, thinking about my next meal.
It just blocks the world around you. And then you feel comfortable. You feel like nobody could see you. It gives
Yeah, I mean, that's 100% true. It blocks everything. Every emotion that you feel, negative or otherwise, any kind of guilt, any kind of pain that you have. Food is like any other drug, it takes you somewhere else, and you're transported to a different reality where you're just feeding yourself, you're feeding your mind, you're feeding your body. It just feels so, so good. And nothing else matters in that moment than the pleasure that food gives you.
me everything I want.
Yeah, feeling of fullness is temporary because it's like you can eat a ton of food and then it's like in 5, 10 minutes, it's like, oh, okay, I I burped. I could have a little bit more food.
I'm already back on the phone, looking on what I'm gonna get for lunch. Everybody's ready?
Yes, sir.
I could almost smell the breakfast that he had. Like seriously, just sitting here watching him eat that big breakfast, I could almost smell the syrup and the sausage and all that stuff. Like it just transported me back for a moment to what it was like being that big and eating that much food. I wouldn't even imagine eating that much food today. I could probably have one of those sausage links. One. I mean, for breakfast the other day, I had a sausage patty, and that filled me up. So, yeah, it's night and day compared to how I used to live.
When I come downstairs. All right, so I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Let's make those moves.
Let's go make these moves. Let's make these money moves. Let's go. Let's go.
No, I got it. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, that's the difficult thing too if you live upstairs. I mean, we have a townhome here, and so we have an upstairs, and I just kind of gave the whole upstairs to my mom. It's like you can have that. There's two very large rooms. The smallest room is downstairs, and that's my room. So I wish I could live upstairs in a little bit larger room and sort of turn this downstairs into my office. But as it is right now, I live down here, and it's also my office. And so I'm really hoping to get a desk soon. I was supposed to get a desk, but that's not working out. So I'm looking to buy a desk, and I need to get a mic and stuff like that. So when I do my podcast or when I do these videos, I have a better mic and I have a better setup because right now I'm just in my bed. I have one of those adjustable beds, so it kind of looks like a couch, and I could sit in it like a couch, but it's not comfortable to work, to make videos in, or whatever. So now that I've lost all this weight, I'm looking forward to having an office, getting a desk, getting an office chair, getting a mic, getting a better webcam, and all that stuff. So all that's coming once the videos start helping me make more money and stuff like that. But yeah, just it sucks being in a position where I'm stuck downstairs. I'm stuck in my bed all day long, working, making videos, or whatever.
I gotta do certain things sometimes. No, sometimes I need to. I'm on my weight loss journey, so I gotta do things.
What, you afraid you're gonna make me fall?
Nah, I got it.
You sure? Come on, let's go.
See, he's acting like he has to do it all by himself. He's like, I'm on a weight loss journey. I got to do it myself. No, you can accept help from people. People want to help you when you want to help yourself. And it's much easier to do when you have other people helping you. If you're trying to lose weight, let me tell you, you're going to have a much, much harder time doing it on your own. You need support from other people. That's why I created a Discord channel. That's why I've joined several support groups on Facebook. Those things are really, really helpful when you need some advice. Anytime I need advice, I might go onto Reddit because they have a sleeve surgery section, but I stopped going there because it's like a lot of the advice I was getting was stupid. But yeah, it's like get support and help from other people who, especially those who have been there and had the same surgery that you had or are on the same weight loss program that you are. People who can help you through any of the problems that.
We're going down there as a last ditch effort for me to lose weight. But I'm not looking forward to any of this right now.
Be careful.
Yeah, that's the thing is when you're on these weight journeys, a lot of people do them when they're 600 pounds because their family or friends encourage them to do it. And that's why a lot of them fail is because they didn't want to do it themselves. And he just admitted that he didn't want to do it, that he didn't feel like it was the right time. He knew it was a last-ditch effort to get him to lose weight. So he knew he had to do it, like in the back of his mind. He knew he wanted to save his life. But at the same time, he's not ready for it. Because there is that break than he thinks it is. I mean, again, there's that toxic breakup with food. Food gives him all this pleasure and love and joy and peace, and it transports him. And he's not going to find that in anything else until he breaks that relationship with food, and it's going to be hard. But he's going to have to do it because this is his last-ditch effort.
Oh God.
When we finally see him after the COVID and stuff like that, we seen that he got bigger. 5 flights of stairs, no elevator.
Ooh, 5 flights of stairs. Oh, I could not imagine that. I'm going to skip some to them arriving at Dr. Now's office here. Just for the copyright aspect. All right, let's go.
James?
Oh.
Let's go, James.
She seems a lot nicer than some of the others. I mean, I know Shauna Steele and others that I've seen doing these reaction videos, they make fun of the one chick that's always got a sour face. And I've always noticed that too. I'm like, why is this chick always in a bad mood? It's like probably because she's dealing with 600-pound people all day long. And but yeah, I've also noticed that how she always has a sour face, but she seems nicer. It's like, come on, James, let's go, man.
But the last time I was about 600 pounds. And that's where I'm expected to be at.
I mean, his family just said, I guess that's his cousin, just said he gained a lot of weight over COVID. But he's still expecting to be at that 600-pound mark, which I guarantee you he's probably not still at 600 pounds. So he's probably, that's the thing too, when you get into this food addiction and you just eat all the time, you lose track of where you are. And so many people have commented, like, how can they not know that they're gaining weight? How can they not know that it's getting out of control? But you just sort of lose touch with it because you don't have scales that can go your size unless you go to Dr. Now's office. Or I did find a special scale that did go up to 700 pounds, but it cost me well over $100 to buy. And so they do have scales like that, but they are super expensive. So it's very easy to sort of get it into this phase where you don't even know what you weigh. You don't even realize you're gaining weight because you are so big. Your body just puts it on naturally, and you don't even realize it's happening.
But I'm really hoping finding out my weight today doesn't show me that it's a lot higher than that.
Okay, he didn't put on a lot more than 600. 25 pounds is not too bad. He could easily lose that in a couple weeks if he really, he could really lose that in a week if he really tries at his size. Um, of course, I'm kind of going against that lose 50 pounds in a month type thing that Dr. Now wants. I've just decided that I don't think that I could do it, so I'm not going to try to put that on myself to reach that lofty goal. If Dr. Now puts that on him and he decides he wants to be strict, he can do it. But I don't think I can do it. I end up stalling every single month, even though I'm doing really, really well. So, you know, some bodies are different. Metabolisms do slow down. You know, you're not going to keep up a consistent weight loss regardless, right? You're going to have a stall. You're going to stop losing weight at some point. Your metabolism's going to slow down. You're going to gain water weight. You eat a little bit of salt. It's just difficult to maintain 50 pounds a month every single month. And so I did lose my 150 pounds, and now I think my metabolism is just slowing down. And I have to add more exercise, especially now that I've lost all this weight. And I think that's what's going to allow me to keep going, is to just add more exercise.
Your weight is 625.
Expecting. So I'm happy about that.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hey, Doc.
I always laugh. How y'all doing? This little Iranian guy talking with a Texas accent. I grew up in Houston, so I developed that Texas slang. You know, it's funny because when I go back to Texas or I talk to people from Texas, it comes right back out of me, and I talk like that. How y'all doing? You know, it's funny.
What about you?
Good, I'm doing well. You must be James.
Yes, I am.
And who's this young lady?
What's my
Cheyenne.
cousin? Cheyenne.
I'm his cousin Cheyenne.
Oh,
It's nice to have a cousin willing to go all the way to Houston with you, willing to go in and get weighed with you. I mean, it's nice to have family who's willing to support you that way. I don't think I could have done this without the support of my family, But sadly, some families are not supportive. They don't want you to get weight loss surgery, probably because they think it's too dangerous or they don't want you to lose the weight at all. It's sad that there are some people who have families who do not want them to lose the weight because it makes them jealous, or they're just so used to you being the fat one of the family that they can't handle you losing that weight and becoming mobile again and gaining independence from them.
All right, so I brought you from New York to
Weight loss
Houston.
surgery, Dr. Now. I need to get this weight off of me.
Okay, so you're 625 pounds.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of bariatric surgeons in New York, probably some pretty good ones. So sometimes I say, I don't often understand why some of these people will travel for days and days and days to go down to Houston and then have to move to Houston for a whole year just to be part of this program. I mean, I don't understand that part. Like, find a bariatric doctor in New York, just like I did in Michigan. I have a great doctor. I'm in a great program. They took good care of me. I didn't need dr.now to do my surgery. I had Dr. Michael Kia, who was a great surgeon.
And you have a BMI of almost 104. Is this the highest weight you have been?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how do you think you got to this point?
I need to recheck my BMI. I haven't checked it since I was at my heaviest. But it's probably a lot lower now that I've lost all this weight. I should check it here soon.
Eating.
Well, I can't argue with that, so tell me about your eating habit.
Oh, it's not
How'd you get here? Eating. Well, duh.
good. I'm eating outside foods. I'm not able to cook for myself because my cooking's not that good. So I'm constantly buying food outside.
Did you see the look that the cousin gave? Like, but yeah, that's kind of true, right? If you can't cook and you live by yourself, which it seemed like he did, I'm not sure. Yeah, it can be tough. You're not going to be able to get up and cook. So DoorDash and stuff makes it very easy to bring food to your house. Whereas back in my day, I had to go and drive to McDonald's or drive to wherever to get my food.
On a day-to-day basis, lunch, breakfast, dinner, is getting unhealthy meals from outside delivered to my home every day.
So you eat mostly what you order?
Yeah,
or...
order food, yeah, delivery.
Yeah, that's the thing about those food ordering apps. They bring obesity to you. You don't even have to leave your home anymore. It comes to you. You can order what you want, but they're expensive as hell. So that's the tough thing about those apps is you can end up spending thousands of dollars a month if you're ordering like he was every single day, 3 meals a day, maybe more, snacks, desserts, whatever you want brought to your door. So I don't know where he got the money for that, but it looks like he might make some money because he's got a nice watch there. He has his own apartment in New York, which is a very expensive place to live. So who knows? Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it right here. My video is probably long enough as it is. So anyways, yeah, look forward to more reactions from me. I'm definitely going to keep going on this and just telling the story of the obese person and what they go through. I don't know if any of this was staged or not, but probably not, because that's just, it seems real to me because I've lived it. Like I know obese people live this way. I know that they order a lot. I know that they struggle to walk. I know that they're in a lot of pain and dealing with all that. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing these reactions, I guess. So again, I hope nobody thinks I'm a hypocrite for doing this. I'm not going against my own beliefs. I think I was just a little impulsive at first and made that decision. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. God bless you.